Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is the Bandai Namco SHFiguarts Yoda. Yes. We previously did Obi-Wan. Now we have the little guy himself, Yoda. This looks really cool. I mean, it's only a little figure, but they've given you a seat from the prequels. As you can see there. Did I have an SHFiguarts Obi-Wan? I don't remember. But I'm going to have to start looking for some of those now. I feel I've missed the boat, with a lot of the SHFiguarts figures. So when I see these ones cropping up, I'm like, I'm having it. I mean, this has been out, I think, for a while. Yoda Classic version, but the Obi-Wan's a classic version, so I'm looking at those and thinking that looks like a pose I may choose, but then that might be a pose I choose, but then that's kind of the pose I chose for Obi-Wan. So anyway, nice artwork on the box. That on that side, Star Wars on that side, that on that side, that on the top, which is upside down, right way around, and legally easy stuff on the bottom, etc. Right, let's get him out of the box. Oops. I'm knocking stuff off the table. I keep thinking of rejigging my display. I don't know. Right. So, there is some instructions in there. It's behind the cardboard sheets. There we go. Right. We have this, which is his instruction sheet. How to remove the hands. Oh, I guess you remove the hands when you put the robes on. Okay. Cane, etc. Lightsabers. Swapping head. It's just swapping heads. It's not swapping faces. Yeah. Logical stuff. How to get him to sit in the seat. There's actually a peg to hold him in. Right. I don't think I'm going to use the seat. I don't know. Right. It's one of those where we pull that off. What was that? Oh, that was okay. The Predator head is now on the floor. It's finally made its way to the floor. Right, we have the seat. We'll get that out of the way. That is a chair, which is very shiny and chromy. I do like that, actually. That may get a spot. And not so cushioned, but you pop that out. And there's a hollow bit in there so you can sit in with these robes. I like the fact that they've given you the option of doing that. That is kind of cool, because you could put the chair at the back and have him stood in front of it. I'll sort that out in a minute. Right. It's probably, I've put that down there, and as I put it down, I thought to myself, that's probably where that's going to live for the next week, or 2, or 3, or 5. Anyway, let's get the little guy very carefully out of the box. His robes are on the back there. Just do that. It's easier. Because it's all going to fall out anyway, and then we'll all be crying because we've catapulted Yoda's hands across the room, which is a phrase I never thought I'd say in a video. Right, I've got to say, these robes are very tiny. There we go, we have these little robes, look at that, and there is wire in it, so we can definitely pose the cloak. Right, these robes go over there. So we have the heads. Focus. We have looking that way. We have constipated Yoda. I mean, force concentrating Yoda. And obviously that one, which is just a looking straight forward. Actually, that one has a slightly more angry look, I think. Slightly. I'm trying to make excuses for them having heads that look the same. So we take that bit out. That bit out of there. Oh, not all of it came out. And got it? I think I got it. Right, so he's a very little guy. There we go, tilt that a little bit. Right. So we have the cane, which looks Very nice. So I'm going to focus on that. There we go. The cane. We have his hands, which are very tiny, and I'll be very careful not to drop them. But you can see very teeny weeny little hands, lightsaber holding hand. Droopy hand. He only has 3 fingers. Another lightsaber holding hand. Right. So I'm going to move those over there very carefully. Lightsaber hilt. Wonderfully detailed. And nicely chrome as well. I like that. Yep. And obviously swooshy lightsaber. It had a lovely noise as it rolled. Which is exactly the same hilt, just with a swooshy effect. Right. So articulation is pretty good. He has all these little joints and things in there. I'm presuming that bit moves. Yeah, just a little bit. Maneuverability there. Nice leg joints, so you're going to get some real posability out of this guy actually. For such a little, oops, a little Jedi, you are going to get an ounce. Yeah. Stand him, just stand him. Come on, Rocketman, stop messing about. Just give him a stand. Stands pretty well. Right, let's see if we can get these robes on him. Should be easy enough. So we pop off the hands. Oh, right, so his are just little ball joints, which is a lot easier than the other bigger figures. You go watch my Obi-Wan review for that. And the Beetlejuice one, which I still am having trouble getting some of the hands to stay on him. I think that's just because it's Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice can be a bit of an a-hole, as they say in Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I connected this to that, yeah. So, because the guy that says that in there is the voice of, or was the original voice of Darth Maul. Swinovitz, I can never say his name right. He's got one of those weird long names. Right, I'm going to go with that, because that is his lightsaber holding hand, which plugs in nicely. Shift that to there. And I'm going to go with that hand because I nearly put the wrong hand in again. Right, so with robes on, again, I'm going to take some time to mess about with this and get the robes spot on and perfect how I want them, but for this video that looks pretty cool actually. Yeah, I kind of like that. Right, move the camera down so it's more on his level. Yeah, lightsaber, this was one of the things I was worried about. Ah, fits perfect. So you could have him in like a real action kind of pose for a Jedi. I know I don't have... There he is with the other Jedis. See? Pretty cool, right? I was also want to see what it's like with the stick. So one of these hands... Alright, so the cane hand and the cane, I didn't notice this when I was looking at it first, but there's a little peg, that's what it says in the instructions, on the top of there, and a little hole in the hand. So I think this is how I'm probably going to display him. Pop that hand off and put this hand on there. It's getting around the robes. And there, and then that's going to fit somehow like that. So we've got the no. Right, like that. It's enough to keep it in, but not big enough to make it not fall out, if that makes sense. That sounded a really weird phrase. And I'm thinking, though it's not a really action pose, is it? Because he's got so much nice articulation to him. I feel like he should be a little bit more action orientated, but I really like that. Okay, so what we want to do maybe make him look a little bit more exciting. Okay, the heads are really easy to remove. Yeah. My boss told me the other day that I sometimes laugh like Muttley. I just did it. So yeah, you have him in a more force-wielding kind of position like that. I really like this figure. I mean, it's small. It's not overly, but it's so... It looks so good. When you look at that face, focus, come on. When you look at the detail in that face, you got to admit, that is a wonderful looking Yoda. Yep. SHFiguarts, you have got me. I am going to be looking at getting more SHFiguarts figures, that is for sure. The Indiana Jones that I did, which was the first sort of one that I got, really got my attention. And when I see things like this, I know they're putting out Anakin, and I need to find an Obi-Wan from this era, from the prequels. Yeah, I love my Black Series, but they're just not quite the figures I want. This and the Obi-Wan that I've previously done are pretty damn awesome looking figures. And I'm just sitting there looking at that thinking, wow, just look at the... That is a brilliant looking figure. Yeah, SHFiguarts, you have definitely got my attention. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in my Indiana Jones is downstairs, so I can't throw him in there. But there you go. I must have some other SHFiguarts. I know I got a lot of the KO ones years ago. That's what started the channel, but those are great. Yep, fantastic. So I am going to wind this video up. If you've enjoyed it, which I really hope you have, please hit the like, shares and subscribe down there at the bottom. It really, 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 really helps the channel. The channel is growing, but I want to get to 10,000 for Christmas, and we're nearly in December. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is a bit where I sometimes talk crap for a minute because, you know what, you've already stopped watching. Yeah. So yeah, my Black Series figures don't get the viewing figures I want. I'm hoping the SHFiguarts ones, because I think these are really good figures, may get a little bit more attention. But other than that, yeah, I'm working really hard at the moment. My job is going to be very busy over Christmas, so the videos may be a little bit sparser. I'm also finding it hard to actually find things I want to buy. And I don't buy things just for the sake of buying it. I don't think I better get that to review it on the channel. I buy the things that I want to get. And these are guys I wanted in my collection. So, yeah. This hobby, this interest has to be fun. And when it stops being fun, you stop doing it. And at the minute, I'll admit, these two... This, Beetlejuice and that, have brought me back. I was feeling a little bit off it. I'd kind of fallen out with it. I was getting sort of like, yeah, why am I bothering? But these guys are awesome and reminded me why I started collecting action figures again after a couple of years of not doing it. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like, shares and subscribe down there. It really helps the channel. Have a great day, a great night, and we'll hopefully see you all in the next video. And remember, may the Force be with you. Always. Go have some fun.